Before we talk about Empty Fists, since a segment of the book contains Hero Dog, it is better to take a look on Hero Dog's story.
Dogs can react to difficult situations effortlessly. One hero canine in Thailand named Poi recently saved a baby's life. Poi was known in his local community as he frequently roamed away from his home and wandered the streets. While scouring a dump site, he came across a white plastic bag. Poi immediately grabbed the bag and ran home. He dropped the sack on his owner's doorstep and barked loudly to garner attention. A relative came outside to investigate and opened the bag to find a baby inside. Family members took the child to a nearby hospital. The premature infant is still alive and she is being taken care of by medical personnel while district authorities are working to find the mother. Poi has recently received a medal along with a leather leash from a Red Cross chapter as an award for his heartwarming rescue. Have you ever come across a hero dog?
In the world we live in, lots of problems exist. There is always a time in human's life where we suffer from different kinds of horrible things. But have you ever thought who induces these problems? This book, Empty Fists, contains short stories that focus on various problems and experiences. And in every story it teaches lessons and made me see the real world.
Felicity Garris writes Empty Fists is an anthology. A collection of short stories reflecting on the different aspects of life faced by every individual. There is love, friendship, struggle, even loss. This is a collection of stories that will truly touch your heart from beginning to end. The first story is very unique. It's one of the best of the collection because of its narration. This story is actually told through the eyes of a dog. Honestly, it is one of the most sincere and kindest tales I've ever read. Saradia Chatterjee says Empty Fists is a collection of short stories that tackle multiple themes, but the primary focus of the stories is on the difficulties faced by women in their daily lives. Many women are ostracized and exploited in today's world in spite of the progress of civilization. The stories in this collection highlight the struggles and tragedies in the lives of women while also venturing to portray the desires, failures, agony and ecstasy which are part of human existence.
Empty Fists is a ravishing anthology of 17 breathtaking short stories. Each story has its own unique, socially relevant message that is bound to leave the reader in a state of self-reflection. Each story has been extensively researched and derives its essence from real-life instances which affect the Indian society. The author discusses sensitive issues like the country's attitude towards the fairer sex. He believes that India is not a good country for girls. They are hounded right from conception until their death. The book explains how rapists have more respect, while the rape victims are shamed. The book contains great moral values. In an age where the meaning of the word is too often misconstrued, Empty Fists the anthology is a reflection of our very own lives, that we lead with such blissful ignorance, without realizing what is happening around us or how we affect the lives of others. The author attempts to change this mindset, as he makes us stand up, take notice, and create some much-needed change. The book serves itself as a must-read to every segment of our society. T.K. Balu, retired director of Indian Railway Board, writes to the author, quoting, "Be good and do good. It is the gist of Vedic philosophy. It is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. If we give as freely as we are able, we will never give back more than a fraction of what we received." Rabindranath Tagore said, "I slept and I dreamt that life is all joy. I woke up and I saw that life is all service. I served and I saw that service is all joy." Winston Churchill said, "We can make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." With conviction and commitment, I feel nothing is impossible, and I believe in rise above the rest, do better than best. You have done that in ample measure for all to see. T.R. Chandrasekaran says, "I was stunned to read the short story book Empty Fists written by Mangalam Shiva. The author's style of English reminds me of Somerset Maugham. Like Malgudi Days, the book contains so-called stories, but real-life instances affecting the society, particularly the Indian society, and the author has very keenly observed and collected the news over a period of time, spun them into a beautifully woven window screen for us to look at and not enjoy, because these are all sad events in life, but appreciate the author's agony." He continues, "At one place the author very nicely makes a reference to the beauty of motherhood. A woman, even when filled with despair, and on the brink of taking her own life, will abandon all thoughts of death and rush to the defense of her child when danger is perceived. What a fine way to bring out the mother's natural instincts. Yet in another story, frequent train accidents had taken place due to use of substandard track materials supplied by unscrupulous suppliers in connivance with corrupt officials in charge of procurement. The author laughs at the world by saying the blacklisted suppliers, after few months, registered under different names of firms and continued business as usual. I had no sympathy for the innocent victims of these accidents and mishaps. It was their destiny that they happened to travel in these trains. He had purposely put in these words to make an everlasting impact to the minds and heart of the readers. Empty Fists is written by Mangalam Shiva and published by Notion Press, Chennai, in 2015. The book is available at Amazon. The book Empty Fists is available even at notionpress.com. Empty Fists had powerful reviews by various authors and readers worldwide. You can refer the sample pages displayed at Goodreads, and also can check in readers' reviews there. Author's only motive is to reach Indians in large numbers in order to spread his messages. Thanks for watching the video on Empty Fists, brought you by ODM Media Networks, Bengaluru.